name's Maxwell. At the time when Aurora's wedding, Anthony Dowell's version, was slated to be danced for school performances here in 2018, Sir Anthony and Jay Jolly asked me if I could reconstruct the three Ivans, which is long lost from productions of Sleeping Beauty generally. So this is the Pettifer version danced by the Dowell company from sort of 1921-22 onwards. It was actually originally a disaster, but Bronislava Nujinska created this three Ivans. In 1939, the Sadler's Wells Ballet with Madame, when they came into Covent Garden with Sleeping Beauty, they had the Ivans, and I have got one little clip of film from those days. So that version, which is what I've had to base this on, is Bronislava Nujinska plus, I'm quite sure, a bit of Madame. And Sir Anthony asked me if I could recreate this, and I remember looking at the film in Jay Jolly's office and said, I can't get the students to do that. And so we had a discussion, I had my conniption, and I went away and thought about it and adapted. Where possible, in fact everywhere, I think I've kept what appear to be the original patterns. Some of the original steps, where there was something that I thought you simply can't ask a student to do, however much training they're doing. I then looked at things from, for instance, other Dowell era character things. So that's the genesis of it. In the middle of this pure classical ballet, I mean, you can't get purer than Pettifer, really, can you? You suddenly get these three people in these very different costumes, and it's the moment of just raw excitement and trying not to make it look classical, hence the business of having, in all the Russian work, the clenched fists and things like that. If you're a trained classical dancer, it's so easy to make things look classical, and you want them to look a bit as though they could be a bit rough around the edges, except because they're so on top of what they're doing. They're not rough around the edges, but they're characterizing it as though they are. 1 minute, 19 seconds, you don't have time to stop to think. You barely have time to breathe, which is why I'm talking to them now about learning how to think about their breathing through this. It's the extremities. You're right down on the floor. From that, you're literally up in the air. And so it's the extreme version of everything, if you like. The pirouettes are fast. Everything, it's like, I said to the gentleman the other day, it's like precision engineering. You know, if one ratchet is out of place, that's it, a half a beat or something in the dancer's case, the thing is likely to fall apart because you know you've lost control. So it's knowing in their heads that they can say the steps in the rhythm of the music, in their sleep if they had to. That's already a great step forward.